Well, it's a cult classic everyone loves. Napoleon Dynamite, a coming-of-age movie that still resonates with people today.
It's so good. Now, 20 years after the film's release, you can meet the stars tomorrow night. Oh yeah, Belmont University's Fisher Center is hosting Napoleon Dynamite Live, a conversation with Jon Heder, Efren Ramirez, and Jon Gries. Sylvia Castaneda even got a surprise while recording this preview. Take a look.
Can I say how excited I am to be chatting with Efren Ramirez, who played Pedro Sanchez in Napoleon Dynamite? You'll be at Belmont University's The Fisher Center tomorrow night, as you're not only screening Napoleon Dynamite, but you and your co-stars will be answering questions from the audience. Did you ever think the movie would become such a cult classic?
No, it's such a surprise to us. I mean, we as actors, you hope that you do really a good film with a wonderful cast and a great director, and you hope that the audience will receive it in such a way. And to us, it's even after 20 years, it's still remarkable and surprising. And speaking about surprises, I got a surprise guest for you. We have Jon Heder as well.
Oh my gosh, what a surprise. Well, since I have you here, tell me what's it like to still be recognized as Napoleon and be in a film that's still relatable 20 years later?
I think it's wonderful because we like this movie, and it would kind of stink if we didn't. Because, you know, a lot of people feel like 20 years later, this is, you know, a movie that maybe they saw when they were younger, when they were a kid, they saw with their family, and maybe they haven't seen it for a while, so it's like dusting off old memories. But for us, or at least I'm, you know, speaking for myself, but I think, you know, I can somewhat speak for the other guys. We hear something about this movie almost every day of our lives. So it's not a trip back in time. It's like, you know, this is the huge, this is the normal everyday kind of thing we deal with. But again, I couldn't be happier that it's connected to a movie that is so wonderful. It's the kind of movie I would have watched when I was a kid, that it's the kind of movie I'd make. So I love it.
Favorite behind the scenes memories?
I have some fond memories of when we would make the boondoggle keychains that are used in the film. I knew how to make those, and I you know, taught some of the other cast members, you know, Efren and a few others. It's like, this is how you make boondoggle keychains, you guys. Follow my lead.
What about you, Efren?
I mean, I'm gonna have to admit, there was a big war between the guy who played Napoleon and the llama. They didn't get along.
Yeah.
I'm sure the llama will not be there tomorrow night, but what can people expect at Napoleon Dynamite Live?
Well, it's a really immersive show with the audience and us, because when people watch the show, they really dress up as the characters. You know, sometimes we do these shows and we have a large family and they're all dressed up as Rex Kwando. Some people are dressed up as Napoleon. Some people dress up as Uncle Rico, although I don't know if they're in costume or not. So, but people bring footballs, piñatas, cakes. I mean, it becomes a whole spectacle. And we talk about the history of the movie. We talk about, without revealing so many surprises, I will say we do have a time machine as well, and we kind of sort of go back in time. I mean,
we are the ones who bring the cake. I would not recommend anybody bringing cake. That might become a little bit of a health or an annoyance or hazard, or not a hazard, but yeah, no, it's great. It's kind of like an interactive Q&A is kind of what interactive Q&A experience is kind of the best way to describe it, because, you know, we go above and beyond the normal Q&A format.
Okay, one last thing that I need to know. Did either of you keep a Vote for Pedro t-shirt from the movie?
I kept one. I got the one that I wear. They didn't make it's not like they didn't have like tons like, you know, we see now. There was only like 2, maybe 1, and I'm the only one who wears it, so I got to keep it. Nobody else went home with one, and I traded it for a Harry Potter golden snitch from the first movie.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I have the Napoleon Dynamite Vote for Pedro t-shirts that say 2004 summer, and I'm just holding those for like my future kids, so that one day they'll be like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, your dad was in that."
Folks, it is going to be such a fun night, so get your tickets. Do not miss out. Back to you.
Love it. Well, we have a discount for you to catch Napoleon Dynamite live, a conversation with Jon Heder, Efren Ramirez, and Jon Gries. Just go to thefishercenter.com and use discount code Vote for Pedro, and you'll see the movie and chat with the stars, all for just $20. Cool. Sounds like an awesome date night.
Yes.